purse or a shoe store, Harbor Freight is like my next level, like, dream store to go shopping in. Can we please go shopping at Harbor Freight?
Sure.
How many girls say that? Like, purses, shoes, Harbor Freight.
Welcome to episode 96 of the Bus Files.
You don't find me funny.
I do. You're just exhausting.
I'm not exhausting.
I'm gonna drink this beer real fast.
You told me the other day you love me so much. You said I love you so long.
So good. So refreshing. Okay. Well, Sam is better now. Well, her ankle's still messed up, but she's...
And I still have a little bit of a bad voice.
But better than she was the last episode. So
Really?
we filmed that one on, was that Friday? So Sunday.
Saturday. Because we went to the shrimp game Friday, so we filmed it Saturday.
So Sunday, I started feeling kind of just tired. I was not as sick as Sam, but then I got a little touch of whatever she had. I wasn't full blown like man cold, but I had whatever she had and stayed home a couple days. But now
we
we're all
called
better.
out of work, and I went to work every day with a wonky broken ankle, and I was sick.
Okay. All right.
Don't let
No, don't be abrasive. Okay. This is.
I already got accused of being abrasive in a basketball game. There was some shit said.
Okay. Did they not have a bigger beer? I asked Sam, I was like, do you want a glass? Like, before we started, I was like, do you want a glass? She's like, no, I'm just going to drink out of this. So I was like,
Why go get multiple beers when you can just have
a 32-ounce Miller High Life. Okay.
fucking High Life, man? When was the last time you found High Life in a bottle?
They don't make, we've talked about this, they don't make most beers in bottles anymore.
So I was watching a show. Yeah, it was. It was a Netflix love show.
Okay.
Or love movie, like love stories movie, whatever. And homeboy was drinking in High Life in a bottle. I'm like, where the fuck did you get that from?
I'm sure you can get them. I don't know where.
Where can we get MGM?
MGD.
That's right,
MGM
that's right.
is a movie studio.
No, it's casino too. I'm sorry,
You got it? What is it?
Miller Genuine Draft.
There you go.
MGD.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm hesitant to show you this because I feel like you're going to be hurtful.
Oh, wait. Because I'm hurtful, does anyone see what my hat says?
Sam bought that on vacation.
I forgot to wear it last weekend because I was so dubbed up on cough medicine, anti-inflammatories, and whatnot.
Yeah. So she came back from the store with that, and I'm like, that's okay.
I went shopping with a 6-year-old and 13-year-old, and this is what I came back with.
That's the hat.
And I drove all the way home wearing this. Captain bullshit.
Well, that's accurate. So.
You're Captain bullshit.
Okay. Well,
Bullshit.
all right. I wanted to show you this. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is from the Artemis. I already know. This is from the Artemis shuttle. All right.
It's funny that they launched on April Fool's Day.
Please don't start. I want to show you this. Look. So this is like a camera that's mounted, I guess, on the outside of it. And there's orbs or what look like, hang on, there's a couple more that come in here. Crafts that are flying around. The comments in
Nothing's heavy.
my suspect is that this is stuff coming off of the shuttle, but this is already when they're in space. So
Well, they're orbiting. Why are they sitting still?
What do you mean?
They were orbiting. They weren't stationary.
Yeah.
Orbiting means you're moving.
They're moving. Okay.
That
Well, they're
doesn't
on their
really
way
show
to the
they're
moon.
moving.
They're on. Well, you can't. It's black, Sam.
I thought in space it's like a vacuum hole, like you move.
You do move,
Like
but How would you?
In like movies, they like slingshot around the planet.
How would you be able to tell they're moving, Sam? What would you compare it to? Would you
It's
compare
not
it to?
moving. Like this isn't moving. This isn't going out of focus.
That's just part of like the shuttle or something. Like this is them in space. Like there's no trees to say, oh look how low that tree's getting smaller. So I didn't want to show you.
I'm sorry. Okay, I get the part of our podcast is I'm supposed to pick apart.
No. See, that's where you're gonna be.
You told me like
I want.
You told me 3 episodes ago to stop talking. Then you said, "Don't do that because it made for a boring episode." Talk about it. I'm talking about it.
I'm gonna edit all this out. I want you to stop arguing about everything. You can have an opinion, but you're arguing just to argue at this point.
I'm not arguing just to argue.
I'm going to show you another one.
Okay, I'm literally saying what I'm seeing.
I know, but I feel like you're just trying to be hurtful.
That one's blue. That's a little different.
It's just another clip.
What is this?
This is like the tail end of, or this is, I think there's like, that's the back of it. So this is a camera facing away from them. Like, so they're going this way.
So here's my whole thing. Do they not think that showing these videos, there are aliens that close to the moon, right? There are other beings that close to the moon, and we're that close to the moon.
The moon.
The moon.
Please say the moon.
And the moon is that close to us that we literally just went to orbit. I realize I didn't say we went to the moon. We orbited the moon.
We haven't. Well, they're not there. It takes 10 days to get there.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, do they not think that footage is harmful to us? That aliens are that close that they're at the moon?
That's the point. That's what they're
saying.
That's
the point. Is that the reason why we sent Artemis up there?
Here's my thing. All right, I want to say this. I don't want to argue about space.
No, I don't want to argue it. I'm just saying like that could cause a little bit of.
Let me say this.
Chaos.
Right. Okay. So in your theory that we never went to the, and a lot of people have this, that we never went to the moon the first time. Okay, fine. So now that we are reaching, if this is the first time we've ever really left low Earth orbit, and now we're actually going towards the moon, then it's reason to believe that if there were UFOs, that they would start to come in and see, what the hell are these guys doing? That's all I was like, so if you believe that, and you believe that potentially this is the first time we've done this, then it's drawing attention from aliens or UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call them.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think the aliens heard our chatter that we were going to orbit the moon yesterday?
I don't know about
today?
that. I think if something leaves our planet, though, they would notice and pick up on that.
So you don't think I know planes don't leave the orbit, but you don't think planes are their worry? You think the fact that they left, like,
I don't know if it's a worry for them, but they're like, hey, what are they doing?
Okay, so
they're now in space. Like, if you don't believe we ever went, then they're now curious, more curious about us. But with all the UFOs around Earth, they're all around us anyway.
So here's the conspiracy that I kind of sort of had after we watched the launch yesterday. Was it yesterday?
A couple days ago.
Yeah, it was Wednesday night. So we went out to watch it. We're in Jacksonville, Florida. They said we were going to be able to see it. We saw shit.
Yeah, you could not.
But you know what we did see?
It was not cloudy.
You know what we did see? And I have pictures of it. And I deleted them, but you can bring it back up. If you're a firm believer in chemtrails, I believe somewhat that because everyone's looking up at the sky, we're all outside, that they did trigger a shitload of planes in their chemtrails. Because every plane we saw, no, not always, but every plane we saw on Wednesday night, watching for the rocket, and we never saw it. We saw 5 different jets fly over us, and they left what I would say is chemtrails.
Well, chemtrails a whole other episode. We can talk about
but
it.
I'm just saying, they're like, this is your opportunity. Everyone's looking up in the sky. Everyone's outside. Everyone's trying to look at it.
Let me make a note.
They were trying to.
Let me make a note. I'll do some research on chemtrails so that I can look into it. I've briefly looked into it, but maybe we could look into it a little bit more and talk about it in depth. Because I don't know enough about it to say, yes, it's real. No, it's. A lot of people think it's controlling the weather, but I don't want to dive into it.
No, I don't want you to dive into it. But I'm just saying a little bit of conspiracy. Like, this is like the most infamous like takeoff in a very long time.
Yeah.
And you have everybody in Florida. Let's just go ahead and say everybody in Florida, because the rocket shot off in Florida, Cape Canaveral.
Yeah.
Right? We're all like, when you do the rockets, not everyone's that invested in watching the rockets. Everyone's invested in watching Artemis go up into orbit. It was a huge thing. It was on the news. It was supposed to happen in February, and then it was supposed to happen in early March, and it didn't happen until April, or I guess the fairy tale it happened in April or March. Sorry, no, April Fool's Day. So like they delayed it, but it was like a huge thing. It was in the news, where we send off rockets all the time. Somebody at work showed me there's an app where you can track every rocket that gets set off. And there's been 24 rockets, other than Artemis, that has been set off since January 1st for this year. 24 rockets. No one gave a shit. But they built up Artemis, so everyone goes up and they look. They're outside. I'm just saying. Isn't this what this podcast is about?
I don't. What you're just saying? What?
I'm just saying they all made us go outside to look up, and they filled the chemtrails.
Oh, I don't know.
We were all outside when it happened.
I mean,
so if our family gets sick in the next 2 weeks, we know why.
We were already sick, but
no.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Just saying.
Okay, just
tell
saying.
me that's not a far-fetched conspiracy.
Maybe
argue with me. Argue with me a little bit. I always argue with you. Argue with me.
So I would like for us to stop arguing. We're supposed to be you're supposed to be on the same level as me. That's what I'm like.
I'm on the same level.
So
I'm a conspiracy.
I want to say this. I feel like, and we're at a pivotal point in the podcast, okay? Because I feel like we've gotten to a point where you think it's fun to argue with me, and I don't enjoy it at all. I like not even a little bit. I like it more when you're like, oh, well, okay. And I'm not saying don't have an opinion, but don't argue with me just to argue. I'm like,
not arguing with you just to
I'm
argue.
like, anything I say, I feel like the last few episodes gets turned into an argument, and I don't want to argue about it. I'm just bringing stuff up, and some stuff I believe in, some stuff I don't believe in. But I feel like sometimes you're just arguing, and I don't want it to be. You don't have to. I don't think it's entertaining, I guess is what I'm trying to say, for the podcast, is all I'm saying.
Oh.
If you truly don't believe in something, that's fine.
I'm not arguing because I may believe in it, and then I'm trying to argue with you.
You just don't believe in it.
I think honestly, I finally got my voice on the podcast. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
So
it's unbecoming. I don't enjoy your voice at all. Then that's what we're doing. I liked it better when I brought stuff up, and you're like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." Like, and I guess that sounds bad because I'm like, just agree with everything I say, and I'm not saying.
Yeah, the hair looks like
I'm not saying that, but like, I don't want to just argue every conspiracy I bring up. I don't want it to be an argument of, well, that's not real. And I'm like, okay, well, then we don't have a podcast. It's just me and you arguing.
Sorry.
That's all I'm saying. You get where I'm going there? Like, you can have an opinion on something. But
I'll shut my voice up. I'll shove it.
Why don't you just drink beer and burp? Okay, that's what you're here for. But I'm not, but seriously, that's all I'm saying.
Captain Bullshit.
Captain Bullshit.
Captain
If you have an opinion, I want you to voice it, but I don't want to argue. I don't want it to be an argument every time I bring up a conspiracy because I just get frustrated.
All right.
Okay. you get what I'm saying? Don't argue for entertainment's sake. That's all I'm saying.
By the way, I'm still getting over my voice coming back.
It's a little raspy.
It still is not 100%.
If
you watched last week's episode, it is.
We're gonna pivot a little bit here. Okay, this is gonna be less of a conspiracy podcast.
We're gonna do kind of a bullshit have fun podcast here.
I want to talk about this because I started watching this show and I told you a little bit about it. Okay, it's called From. Okay.
On MGM Plus.
It's on Prime. But it shows
down in the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know why it says that. I showed Sam a couple clips. So I don't know. I just found this show and I saw like a clip of it and I started watching it. I don't know if anyone else has watched this, but it's basically. It almost sounds two-handed. It almost sounds like a creepypasta story or a no sleep story. Like when I watched it, I was like, this has to have been based off of something like that.
Cause it's kind of low budget.
It's just a little town, and what happens is when you enter the town, you can't leave. So it's like a one road thing. It's just a little small town, and there's houses off and a little diner and whatever. And when you come into the town, you can't get out. So when you go to the other, like if you keep driving, it doesn't circle or anything. It feels like you're leaving town, and then you just end up back on the main street. Okay, so that's kind of the one part of it. The other part is you cannot go outside at night. There's basically monsters, demons, whatever you want to call it, and they basically kill you and like rip you.
But they're in human form.
They're human form, and the first episode, there's spoilers, but this first episode, they knock on the door. Like it's a mom and a daughter, and the dad doesn't get home. He is drunk and passes out in like a bar or whatever. So he spends the night there. The mom is downstairs and someone knocks on the window and it's an old lady and she's like, I'm your grandmother. I haven't seen you in forever. What? And she's like, you don't look like my grandmother. And she's like, well, I am. Maybe,
just say no.
Maybe I could come in and see you. And the mom like gets a wind of it and comes running upstairs and she's like, no, come here, come over here. And she doesn't do it. And she's like, why don't you open the window and I'll come in. She's like, get away from the window. And the little girl opens the window. And then the next scene is the dad showing up to the house and the two are dead. They're just like gutted, like torn to pieces.
And he wonders why I don't want
to
stay up and watch.
Yeah, I was like, it's probably not a show to calm down to. It's kind of like, oh shit, you know.
He's like, hey, do you want to watch the show with me?
Because I was like, I watched the first episode and I was like, before I get like dive into this thing, because it's like, I think there's 4 seasons now. I was like, before I dive into this and get like 8 episodes in and have to rewatch all 8 episodes, do you want to watch this? And Sam's kind of like, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. So, but it's got my interest peaked so far. I feel like I have a feeling it's going to be one of those shows where the first episode is really good and then it kind of trails off because it just, I'm like, I see where this is very interesting, the top, but I don't see how they can keep it. I don't know how they can keep it fresh season after season after season is my thing. Because I'm kind of like, how many times can this happen at night over and over again? Because all you have to do, they put like sheets and stuff over the windows and they just don't open the door. Yeah, and they can't come in. And I'm like, that seems pretty.
I even caught that and I wasn't watching it. Towels.
Well, the sheriff did say this on the first one. He gets on the dad and he's like, I've told you guys, if you have kids, nail the windows shut so they can't open them. You know, but because the kids are the one that are susceptible to opening the doors. and stuff like the adults know, like, no, don't do it.
Yeah. Hey, Sam, you want to watch this new show right before you go to bed? Because you're getting anxiety about your kids.
But I don't know. So I've been watching that one, and I went back because I don't remember this show was on, and I've been trying to find something like we talked about this before, but like at night, I like to have like a TV show to watch. You know, like something that. And I've watched like The Office and like a lot of the like just general funny shows that you watch, but I've watched them so many times. It's like, all right, I want to watch something where it's something new. So we watched this when it came out, and I think me and you watched the first season, maybe 2. And
I remember the first 2 seasons.
It's The Good Place, which is kind of like a comedy. It's got Kristen Bell in it. And Ted Danson, and it's funny.
Ted Danson, like,
but
Ted, just
what? Oh, look, Cheers. Okay, I got you. I didn't know what you're doing.
Oh
I was
my
like, what are you rubbing
God,
your
come on.
But I remember why I stopped watching it. I got into like midway through season 2, like, and it's the same thing. The first season's really cool because they're in this afterlife. And then it just kind of like it starts. They're trying to keep it fresh and have them they go to a different place, and then they're back in the real world. And it's just kind of. I'm like, I remember why I stopped watching it. It's not. But I want to finish it now because I kind of want to see what happens.
Did you stop watching it because it made you think what you're doing, so you go to the good place?
No.
Oh.
They basically make it out to be that you have to be like, and that's kind of the
you have to be like
perfect.
Yeah.
And that's the grip of the show, is like even the people that think they're doing good because they're like, one of the girls is like she raises money for charities and stuff, but she was doing
She's very shallow.
She was doing it for like the recognition and stuff like that. So she ends up in the bad place.
Well, she originally ends up in the good place, and then it comes.
I don't think you remember this. So, spoiler: this has been out for like 10 years. So if you haven't seen it, but the catch of it is at the end of the first season, they figure out they're all in the bad place, and they don't realize it. They're just slowly kind of torturing them. By making them think they're in the good place.
The homeboy that comes in on the train, what's his name?
I know who you're talking about. The guy, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
He's in the Will Ferrell movies.
He's the brother in Step Brothers.
Yeah.
And he was in Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dark-haired guy, I can't think of what his name is, but he's like a demon or something. It's funny. I don't know.
He's like, come on, trash bag, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, he's not nice.
So I'm trying to finish it. I think it got canceled before they explain everything, but I was like, I think it's got 4 seasons, and it just kind of is. You could tell, like the first season's it's one of those like The Walking Dead. Just it continued, and people wanted to see like what happened, and this one isn't biting you the same way.
Yeah.
That's another show you need to go back and finish. Is The Walking Dead. You stopped after the Negan and what's the?
No, it's not Negan.
No, but when he gets the.
When he gets the conscious and he's nice.
No, the other guy. Who's the guy he kills with the bat? That like everyone just lost their minds on, like season 4 or 5.
Oh God, I remember that one.
The little Asian kid.
Oh, I remember his name. Oh shit.
I want to say Jesse, but that's not right.
That's insane.
But that was when most people.
I didn't lose my interest in it.
A lot of people
watching it.
A lot of people stopped watching.
I couldn't watch it. I did it for my eyes when he beat him in the back.
I struggled with The Walking Dead. In that episode after that happened, is the season after, because Rick kind of gets soft, and it bugged me. I'm like, why don't you just why don't they just leave? Why don't they load up a bunch of cars?
Let's just call him what he became. He became a pussy.
Yeah, and Rick brings it back around, but it kind of got like, it was so frustrating, and that was when I stopped watching, because I'm like, why don't they just, because at one point Negan's basically making them gather supplies and stuff.
Yeah. They're little bitches.
And I'm like, why don't you? You're in one little area in Georgia, and I get that they had the nice neighborhood and the gate and all that. I'm like, load up your cars and all your guns and go somewhere else. And then of course Negan comes in and he takes all their guns and I'm like, you should have already, like, when that started, if you're not gonna fight him, then you should have just left. But you need to finish that, because there's like 3 or 4 seasons after that you didn't watch. I did try to watch some of the spinoffs.
But Negan became a little bitch though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch it. Alright.
I tried watching, hang on, I want to say this. I tried watching the spinoff with him and Maggie. They go to like New York. I watched about 6 episodes of that. Could not get into that. The Daryl Dixon spinoff was decent.
Yeah.
I watched like 2 seasons of that.
Somehow he went to Europe.
Yeah, and I don't think I've watched. I think there's a third, at least another season out there, if not 2. And I haven't followed up on that. But I don't know. We were kind of talking. I said, well, we can talk about some of the shows and stuff we've talked about.
So here you go. What's your go-to fall asleep to show?
See, that's where I've been struggling lately, because I've seen so many of them. We talked about this before. I went through a 70s show run where I was watching those, but I've seen those a bunch. And you, like, to fall asleep to something, you want to watch something that you've seen before, but that's not super intriguing, like a suspenseful show you can't watch. Like, you can't watch something that you don't know what's going to happen, and you want it, like, you're like, oh,
you and I are completely different when it comes to this.
What?
Because I have a line of shows that I can fall asleep to, and there's no problem.
Like what?
Heart of Dixie.
Oh, well, you watch all those, like, romantic.
No, but it's not all romantic. I've actually fallen asleep to World War Z before.
Okay. That's a weird one.
If I should turn that one on. I've turned on
I'm gonna get the shotgun thing. I think I'm gonna.
Twisters.
Can you hand me that? Can you reach it? Can you get it? All right. Go ahead. Continue.
I can fall asleep. So let's see. Heart of Dixie, Twisters,
Man,
Ransom Canyon,
you're just naming off
Netflix.
softness.
No. But I've also fallen asleep to Maverick and Top Gun.
But those aren't shows, they're movies.
I said what you can fall asleep to. I didn't say it had to be a show or a movie. If it's a show, I can fall asleep to Parks.
Parks and Recreation.
Yeah. We just say Parks on the Streets, by the way.
That's the street name for it?
That's the street name for it, Parks.
I always heard this in spill, but I forgot it was a valve. So you get all the air out.
Let me know when you're done.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, you're not.
I am.
What did I just say?
You said Parks. And then you listed off a bunch of, like, love stories.
Exactly.
Heart of Dixie. Something with Josh Duhamel in it.
Stop. Oh, I could go to Las Vegas. You remember that show?
That was a good show.
That was a good show. But when writers went on strike, it went to shit. And it never came
I think,
back.
yeah, it killed it. They, so many good shows. There's a bunch of shows on Netflix that have like one season or 2 seasons, and then they never. And I'm like, this is a good show.
Las Vegas is a bunch of
but it was on cable before that. But there's a bunch of like Netflix originals that they did 1 season of, and you're like, oh, that was a pretty good show, and I'm canceled. And I'm like, okay, well.
All right. Well, what's your show to go to sleep to? All right. Here's the thing. What's your go-to to fall asleep to?
Right now, I don't have one. That's where I've been struggling to go to sleep, because I'm like, I've seen everything. So that's why I started watching The Good Place, because I have to find something new. I like when I go to sleep, I like to be able to turn on a TV show. I don't like watching a movie, because then I want to watch the whole movie.
What's your go-to violent movie? Take your bigger bomb.
If I have to watch a violent movie, I like John Wick is up there, and I like Point Break. What?
So if I had to do a violent movie, I would do
Trying to get this settled. Oh, head.
what's the one, the Navy SEALs? Oh crap, I had it in my head. I can see the movie, I can see the trailer.
Navy SEALs.
Where they go rescue the girl from
We go rescue the
Shit.
girl. Rambo. Is it Rambo?
No, it's not
We're
Rambo.
going up river.
It's not Rambo.
We're going up river.
I do like
You going up river? You got guns.
Act of Valor. Act of Valor.
Yeah.
I do like that one. That's one of my favorites. I can watch as hard as it is because it's semi-true, I guess. Is it a true story? Act of Valor?
No.
No. But knowing what they go through, I do like that movie. It's one of my favorite violent movies.
Yeah. The one with Riggins, what is that one called? Last Man Standing or Lone Survivor?
Lone Survivor.
That one pisses me off. Every time we watch it, I get mad. If you haven't seen it, they're watching some terrorist or something, and they encounter it's like a boy and his grandfather.
Yeah.
And they're
Up
basically.
on a mountain.
Yeah, I'm trying to pour this like leftover in there so it doesn't make a mess. They encounter him like up in the hills, and they're like, "What do we do? You know, do we kill him? Do we tie him up? Whatever." And they get in this argument, and they don't do it. It's a true story, and I don't know how much of the movie is accurate, but it's so frustrating if that's how the movie went, because it's like. That's what they said. He's like, if we kill him, like you end up in Leavenworth. He says something like that, you know. And I'm like, you know, you're in the hills of Afghanistan. Like, who are they gonna report it to? Like,
The other one I like is Zero Dark 30. I like war movies.
you know what's a good
When
one?
it comes to action and like graphic whatever, I like war movies. Like Hunt for Red October, War Games, Zero Dark 30. Like, I like those. I really like war movies.
I didn't. What's the I lost my train of thought when you were talking about that. Sicario.
Oh, that's a good one.
There's a sequel, but I like Josh Brolin. That one, and you don't like it, but No Country for Old Men. I love that movie.
Oh, it's so slow.
The other one we watched was
The one with his brother. Or it's a brother combo and they're bank robbers.
Yeah, how'd you know I was gonna say that? Josh
Well,
Brolin's not even in that.
Just so we're clear, I pay attention to
But
you.
that's Hell on. Is it Hell on Wheels?
Yeah.
It's got the guy that plays Captain Kirk in Star Wars. Hell on Wheels? No, Hell on something. High Water?
Yeah.
Hell on High Water. Hell or High Water. That's what it is.
And they're robbing banks
in Texas.
and they're transferring money in casinos, and he's trying to.
I like that. It's that hot, like just gritty, like they're sweating.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the guy that plays the main character.
Here we go.
Are there any movies with Riley Green?
Who?
Huh?
Oh,
Who?
the country singer. Get out of here. Jesus. I cannot deal with you.
Do you want to shave this?
What? I told you I was like, I'm gonna cut my hair and get a stop. You're giving me the chills. Get a mustache. And
Baby
just
girl needs
stop.
her hair brushed behind her
Get
ear.
off me.
So.
Stiff arms.
All right. Now let's go to the most favorite, which you're not gonna have any, I'm sure. What's your favorite go-to love movie?
Point Break.
Fuck you.
Definitely Point Break.
You're such an ass.
It's a love interest. You know, jumps out of the plane without a parachute on to save her.
That's not a love movie.
It is a love movie.
It does not come up when you search love stories. Just so we're clear.
There's a love interest in the movie. Or Castaway. The volleyball. I think they had a relationship. It's not documented in the movie.
Fucking Wilson.
Well, yeah.
Wilson's your love story?
Wilson and Tom Hanks. It's one of the greatest love interests I've ever seen.
So this is...
Okay. You want to do a shotgun? Or
explains a lot of our relationship.
Here.
Explains a lot.
Here you go. Pour that in here. Let's go.
Pour what in?
Here, pour your High Life in there.
I'm not beer buying the High Life.
Soft.
Oh, motherfucker. This is still like full. I still
Well,
have,
whose
like,
fault is that? We're 30-something minutes in and you're baby sipping that thing. This is supposed to be a drinking podcast, kind of. I mean, we're... No, that's not enough.
I know. I'm waiting the head to go
Here,
down. Someone wants to wait for the head to go down.
Here, pour it in there. All right, that's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I can do much more. I'm gonna ruin my hoodie. I'll have to go get a new hoodie.
That's what she said. We gotta let that settle. That's a lot of foam in there.
I tried. I poured in there.
Pour it in. Pour it in there. Pour it on in.
What's a good, just calming, like...
Oh, Wedding Crashers.
That's not calming.
It's called.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
God. What is this?
I'm Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Don't know.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
The one with the Santa that beats everybody up. What is
Bad
that?
Santa?
No, the one where he's like the Viking Santa that we watched.
Violent Night?
Violent Night. There you go. That's my favorite Christmas movie. It really warms the heart with all the beating and the death.
You're failing epically. You're failing at this.
No, I'm doing a great job. Now we're gonna wrap this up here soon, Panama. So you gotta get
Because
this.
the second I do this, I'm going to bed. Don't finger my beer.
I've already done it with my other finger.
Ew.
I'm gonna stir this around.
How do I do this? I can't do it.
You want me to do it?
It's fine. Are you okay with me going to bed?
You always go to bed immediately when the podcast is over. You act like you stay up for 3 hours.
But
like,
this is gonna charge me.
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
No,
I'll
Mama,
do it.
Mama ain't raised no bitch. I'm gonna do it. I
Get
got
in
you.
here.
Huh?
Just, it's gonna, I guarantee my hood is gonna go
It's
wet.
not. Here. All right, ready? There you go. I fed you dinner just for this.
Oh no, I have a burp. It's stuck.
Oh no, we got a stuck one. The thing is, I need like a hook to hang this on, like over here, like so, like there's somewhere.
It has to be washed out.
Yeah, I know. Like, but like if I set it down, it's gonna. I'll put it.
Alright, well, I do just want to mention one more time, because my voice was so bad in the last episode. I did win my basketball tournament
My God.
at work.
Nobody cares. Go ahead. Sorry.
Everyone at work cares.
Everyone at work is very excited for you.
And my 3-pointer, which was only considered a 2-pointer, so we weren't allowed to have 3-pointers, is what won the fucking game.
Good job. We talked about it last week. I know you were.
I know, but
you were
my
high.
voice-
You were high on the syrup, but yeah, I mean, everyone's very proud of you.
We still didn't talk about your love story. So,
What, like a romantic movie?
what's your go-to romantic? Like, if you had to sit down and romance me, what would be your go-to movie?
The only romantic movie that's coming to mind is the one where he builds the house for the girl. It's got Ryan Gosling in it.
The Notebook?
That's the only romantic movie I can think of.
Ugh.
I mean, unless we're going to talk about, like, you know.
Okay, just to be clear, he watched The Notebook way before I did.
Yeah.
I never saw The Notebook.
Everyone kept talking. It was when it came out, like shortly, like a year after it
And
came
I
out. And I was
watched
like,
it-
Jesus, let me watch this fucking thing.
I
It's that
literally
good.
watched The Notebook like 5 years
I
after
think we were
he
looking
watched
for something to watch. I was like, you were wanting to watch something
Oh,
girly.
is that like the night that I woke up on the couch and I was like, I watched him in Brokeback Mountain?
I watched Brokeback, same thing. It was weird. I didn't get good vibes from it. It was a weird Saturday night. I was drinking some beers. This is when it came out, and I
I woke up. I was like on the couch,
I was like, I don't think I like this. I don't know why. Why did I turn this on? And I'm like, well, now I gotta know if they stick together or like, does the relationship go forward? Like,
I literally was asleep on our couch in the living room, and he was watching it, and I woke up, and I literally woke up at the point when they were kissing, and I was like, the fuck?
this was like, when did that come out? Jesus, like
15 years ago,
oh
probably?
yeah, it was so like, and I was like,
20
I don't.
years, maybe?
You had fallen asleep early, which used to happen before we had kids all the time.
I used to fall asleep at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and I'd be like, it'd be Friday night or Saturday night, and I'd be like, okay, let's find something to watch. And I was like, it was on like the pay-per-view or whatever it was, and I rented
Was
it.
was it one of those Netflix in the mail? Do you remember that?
I did not get it through the mail. No, it was something that I was like, all right, I'll watch this.
Do you remember when I used to tell you, hey, I dropped off the disc in the mail?
I know.
Can you please order me the next Gossip Girl?
Yeah. Ridiculous. That's how we used to do it. We've come so far as a civilization. All right,
That was a good time.
let's wrap this puppy up. We got to get into some more topic. This week was off, I will say, because like I said, I was, regardless of how, I was tired and felt like crap a couple days and did not do as much research as I should have for this episode. So we were just kind of talking about some movies.
Do
and
this,
stuff.
guys. Drop it in the comments. Tell us if you have a conspiracy you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Or just something in general. Just a topic.
Yeah, it helps us, give us something to
It
talk
doesn't
about.
have to be a conspiracy. Just
No.
a topic that you guys want us to talk about.
Other than burping contest, we've had several requests for that. We've done that. Or Sprite challenge. Those are the most common requests. Sprite challenge and burping contest.
Just so we're clear.
we get it, guys. We get the burping thing.
Sprite
But
challenge.
other stuff unrelated to burping.
Sprite challenge is only for him. Because if I literally drink Sprite, I will throw up.
Which would be entertaining. So. Okay. All right. Well, we will see you guys next week. We got to get back to the creepypasta stuff next week. All right.
All right.
We'll see you guys then. Later.